Alright, welcome back. In the last video, we talked about the process of automating your front door creation if you're coming from infra or DevOps background. Now, this video is going to be about security focus, how you could prevent malicious attack, DDoS attack, SQL injection, or cross-site scripting, all those attacks which can happen to your website. There are spammers, crawlers all over the world coming from different geographical region, and you want to protect your application, be it your application or your website or a mobile application. All you want is a good security protocol which can protect your application and provide a centralized protection of your web application from common exploits and vulnerabilities. And that's what we're going to talk about. Azure Web Application Firewall, which is called as WAF, also sometimes how can it can integrate with Azure front door and give you web application are increasingly targeted by malicious attack that exploits common vulnerabilities like cross-site scripting, SQL injections, DDoS attack, and all those attacks. And this can be mitigated using web application firewall that kind of comes with Azure, and you don't have to write any custom scripts. Many of the bunch of rules comes by default, and all you have to do is configure those rules. You can also have a custom rule which kind of gives you a TLS protection, and gives you a lot of benefits of protecting your application by writing custom WAF rules. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our front door, and on top of it we're going to have an application firewall, web application firewall, and we're going to see how you can we're going to take a use case wherein we would like to restrict users coming from certain geographical location, maybe somewhere in India or somewhere in Asia. That's what this video is being recorded from, so it's going to be easier to showcase that. And whenever we see such type of request, we're going to block that. Apart from that, everything can be let go. So we already have got front door. This front door we have created in the last video using Terraform, and this front door has got two web application 1 and 2. If you go to the front door designer, you could see two backend pools. That's going to be the web app service 1 and 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to web application firewall. We haven't got anything, so we're going to create one. Hit on create policy for front door. So you could have front door as your CDN or application gateway. So we're going to select front door, resource group. We could create one, probably a new one. WAF code red. Policy name, protect the front door. State is enabled. I'm going to hit on the next one. So there are two modes. The one is prevention, and other mode is detection. Detection mode only monitors and logs all the thread. It doesn't do anything. However, with the prevention mode, it blocks intrusion and attack that are rules detected. And yeah, there are basically two modes. So detection, when you just want to visualize what's happening and you don't want to take any actions and you want to just collect and monitor those logs. However, with the prevention mode, you don't let the attack go through the your application. Rather, they receive a status code 403, and you can add a custom message as well. Since you could add a message like, since it looks like a malicious attack, this request is blocked by WAF. By the way, you can put HTML over here as well to give you a better visualization. And so you could select from the default rule. Azure gives you a bunch of default rules, so you don't have to do anything. Rather, you just select those rules, and so these rules could be anything: HTTP, smuggling attack, splitting attack, path-based attack. You could have PHP attack as well, SS filters, SQL injection. There's DDoS attacks as well. There's SQL injection again. So there are a bunch of rules, and you could have a custom rule as well. So we're gonna create a custom rules. I'm gonna say it as a geo rule. Enable it. Priority. So there are 2, 3, 4, 5. Priority 5 being the most critical one. So I'm gonna give it a 5 priority. And bases. So I want to restrict users from coming from a different location or bases on the IP address. So I can put my IP address, remote address, and whenever the IP contain. So what I'm going to do is, what's my IP? So just for the demo, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put this IP address, and whenever it contains this IP address, it would either allow, deny, log, or redirect. So I wanted to deny it. Click on add, and we have the rule with match type, and it's going to block it. What do you want to attach this rule with? It's going to be a front door. We already have got only one front door, so that's what we are going to add it with. And we're going to add this. That's being added now. If you want to add any tags like owner, Shantanu, and next is you hit on next, and that's going to validate and verify that information fed by you are kind of looks fine. Now you're going to hit on create and give it a few seconds to let it create. Alright, so looks like the WAF is now deployed. So let's go ahead and try to hit our front door, and as soon as we hit it, you see that we've got the message which we have typed in, the custom message we did. Since it looks like a malicious attack, the request is blocked by WAF. You can even redirect this request to a certain website, some landing page, some sort of. So since this request is coming from my IP, this is blocked. You can even block it using a geolocation. Probably you see that a lot of malicious requests coming from maybe something Israel or any other country, any country. These attackers could be anywhere. Don't quote me on this. So yeah, in those scenarios you could use WAF. And if you go to the WAF rather front door, you would see that the WAF is now attached with this front door, web application firewall inside the front door, and you would see that it is attached. You could have multiple policies even attached with the front door. You could add more policies, and if you go to the web application firewall, you would see that there's managed rule, there are custom rule. Managed rules are the one which is given by Azure. You don't have to write anything. Azure gives you those bunch of rules like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, HTTP protocol violation, anomalies such as missing host, user accept and accept headers, agents, crawlers, scanners. All these can be configured from here, and you could even enable or disable it, take some actions, and you don't have to write anything on your own. However, with custom rules, you could just create your own rules, and these. So whenever these custom rules are created, they take the precedence over, they take the priority over the managed rule, and it comes with supports multiple rule sets, CRS 3.0 and 2.2.9. It also supports geomatch custom rules, and comes with the prevention detection mode, and based on the priority which is given over here, it comes with 4 priority, 2 being the least one, that's being just a notice priority, then the 3 priority which is the warning, and then the 4th and 5th being the critical one which blocks the traffic. And you kind of get some monitoring as well, wherein you're able to monitor what's happening inside your underneath your WAF. That's about it. I hope this was informative. This is going to be helpful when it comes to securing your web application from malicious attack. I'll see you in a while. Thank you.